Go ahead.
No.
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 I will not allow
I
that.
said no.
Uh,
Gotta clear my throat.
mm-mm.
Are you good? You good to go?
I think I'm good. I
Alright,
think
cool.
I'm okay. So Nautilus banned, All-Star
Nautilus
banned. This
and
could be
All-Star banned.
potentially our last best of 3 of the day, depending on who takes it. So this definitely is our last best of 3 of the day.
Yes.
Could go 2 games, could go 3 games. We'll see what happens
We
here.
have
Fizz being
yet
banned
to
out.
have 3 games.
I know.
Just teams getting
It's been
2-0.
2-0 everywhere. Yeah. Fizz being the first ban from TSM. Tabs. Fizz.
Yeah.
Don't give it to him.
2-0 City.
Just don't do it.
2-0 City.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
I mean, like, you just pull these things out that are in the past, lock them away, keep them in the closet, and just leave them there, right? We did the Hook City thing. Just don't.
This is different though.
Okay. Fizz is being banned out. Targeted ban had Tabs. Kennen and Vladimir also being banned out from Teamless.
Like,
Or got the second ban.
Is his Fizz really that good?
Yeah.
Like,
it's like real good.
I want to see it.
It's
like,
really, really good.
I would really appreciate seeing how good this guy is at Fizz. Like,
I mean, if you give it to him, you might lose. That's the thing. And
I know.
That's the chance that people
Well,
don't wanna
obviously,
take.
I'm not going to go up against Sauce and be like, "Yo, dog, here's Vlad on a silver platter." But like, still, from a observer standpoint, I would really like to see this man play some Fizz.
I've seen it. I'm pretty sure he did get it at one point in this tournament.
Really?
And it was real good. He got it like one game. One game he got it. Game 2 versus CLGEU. Apparently.
Oh, okay,
He got
yeah.
Fizz and dominated.
All right, cool.
Absolutely dominated. So that's just something you don't want to give him. First pick from
Ooh,
TSM.
I know.
Graves.
Kerp is a big Olaf fan in the jangle.
Big Janglaf.
Jangle off.
Awesome. Well, that is going to be
Or
cool
as
to see.
as my little friend Pobo would say, give me the loaf.
Give me the loaf.
The loaf.
Put the
I
loaf
want
in my
the
hands.
Loaf, that bread loaf in the jungle.
I really hope it is. It's Broloff. If
Really
it's not
hope-
Broloff, you're doing something wrong.
We need a bread skin now.
Oh.
The loaf, just a loaf of bread.
Just a big
throwing
piece-
baguettes as the axis.
Nice.
Boom.
Is he also French?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why not?
Le hon.
Yeah, he could be. Oh my God, French accent. That'd be beast. That skin would be
My
awesome.
dad owns a dealership. I
Take
think
my
that was a weird
baguette.
Sacha Baron Cohen kind of Talladega Nights thing right there. So Olaf going to be in the jungle potentially for Kerp. As you said, he's a very, very strong Olaf. He could also go top lane. And the most important thing there, I think, is Jax Vladimir being banned out and Olaf being picked up for Teamless. Kind of trying to drain the little kiddie pool of Dyrus, his champion pool. Just taking all the water right out of it, He can play a wide range of champions, of course, but Jax, Vladimir, Olaf, he really, really loves those. Who do you think Dyrus is going to pull out of his bag of tricks here?
From what's open, he doesn't got the loaf. He doesn't got the cannon. He doesn't got the Vlad. Honestly, not sure. Well, he's obviously picking for odd one.
Yeah. Rumble?
Why do you troll it?
People are suggesting maybe Rumble?
Actually, no. He's an Udyr player, and I know he's a Yorick player.
Yeah, true.
So I would see those more so over Rumble. I don't know how much Rumble he plays. I don't watch his live stream too much, so I'm not exactly sure. Oh, Singed. He could Singed. That is a very good possibility. But he doesn't really play Singed a lot in competitive play. I know he's a big fan of Singed, but I'm not sure if he's going to play it. That's the thing.
Oh, and Kale. We've already seen him play Kale before.
He plays Kale too, yeah.
Oh, well, let's see
So
what
let's
happens here. Kale and Aurelia being switched between. We saw Anguish play a really good Kale as well. So 2 top great Kale players in this
they're
in
picking
this game.
Aurelia early, though.
Too
I know
early, you
Europeans
think?
are really big fans of that Aurelia. I usually see her as like a counter pick to stuff like Kennen and those kind of champions, where she can go in and trade and not be too worried about getting stunned and all that kind of stuff. But I'm not sure how great throwing up an Aurelia is, because I know she can be countered.
And let's see if they do just that. I'll see if they actually counterpick this Aurelia really hard right here.
I believe
Oh,
the Kale
Kale.
pick is probably going to counter it really hard.
Yeah, definitely. She's going to jump in with her Blade Surge, get slowed by Kale's Q. Kale's going to be able to heal up the damage and rain down hell with her Righteous Fury. And then, just for good measure, when it comes down, she's just going to ult herself with her Divination, I think as well, or something. What was it called?
So
Oh my
last pick,
Intervention is what it is, actually. I apologize.
Divine Intervention.
That's a Paladin spell in World of Warcraft.
Isn't it also? Isn't it Divine Intervention? Or
What,
is it
her?
just Intervention?
It's just Intervention.
Oh. Well,
Just
I'm a big
Intervention.
failure.
Yeah, it'll be okay.
Why do you have to have these similar spells in other games? Played too much WoW, and then the Karthus. Clearly, Reggie wants to go farm mode again. How about that farming on Reggie? I know
How
the chat.
boot? How
the
boot?
chat. How about
How about
how
Eh?
about that Furman? Okay,
He does well.
he does well. Okay,
He does
basically
well.
what we're
There's
trying
not
to
much.
establish
There's
is that he
much.
does well.
Not much there to say about it.
Just
Last game,
really good farming.
Reggie.
Really good. Really
Like,
good farming.
okay,
Really
here's
good.
here's a metric in which you can measure fantastic CS. 10 CS a minute. If you could secure 10 CS a minute,
You're
you are absolutely
fantastic.
blowing it out of the water. Guess what? 19 minutes in, Reggie was sitting at about 220
Yeah,
CS.
he had above 200 CS, which is really good.
Insane.
Like, so good at CSing.
Insane.
They're actually going to pick up Ahri as their last pick here. Ahri does pretty dang good versus Karthus. It's a very offensive lane. As soon as you hit 6, Karthus has to be so very careful versus that Ahri because of that Spirit Rush and just her overall damage that she can just dish out. So it's going to be a big farm. And never mind, I completely
Lulu.
changed everything I said.
Tab
because
Lulu.
they're going with the Lulu comp, and that could be for Aurelia to dive in or Olaf. They do have the shield comp. Didn't we see them run this versus Curse this morning? This shield comp with these super hyper bruisers.
Yeah, pretty much.
So
But
they
it
have
was
the
Jax instead of Aurelia.
Yeah. So basically, what's going to happen is Aurelia, when a team fight happens, she just doesn't get CC'd because the way her passive works is because there's more people around, the more CC reduction that she gets. And I believe it also stacks with Mercs and
Yes, it does.
all that other stuff. So really, she's literally CC'd for like half the time.
Because tenacity itself doesn't stack, but her Ionian Fervor
Yeah,
passive is
yeah.
considered something else
It's-
entirely.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
So Merc treads plus 3, it caps at 3 enemy champions around her, and I
Yep.
believe it caps at about like 40 to 45%. So she can get a lot of, she can be very, very slippery in the middle of a team fight. The final lineups here for this TSM versus Teamless Game 1 is going to be Karthus, Kayle, Soraka, Maokai, Graves against Aurelia, Olaf, Ashe, Lulu, and Janna. If you don't know who we are, I am Pluto,
I'm Elements.
and we'll be back in just a second into Game 1 of TSM versus Teamless. Welcome. We're in this Game 1 of Teamless versus TSM. Some early aggression coming out from both teams right now. Kerp slightly being caught by Reggie using his lay waste to spot into that brush real quick. Kerp really wants to steal these wraiths. I think that's his entire goal, but Soraka and Karthus are there to defend, to become stalwart defenders.
Stalwart, nice word drop.
Defenders.
You're like a wordsmith,
Like a words. I like make words.
like some sort of blacksmith, but then instead of making
But instead of hammering on metal, I hammer on words.
words,
And I drop the beat.
boom.
Stalwart defenders.
Oh yeah.
Exactly. Now, as far as builds, really nothing to comment. We never really
No.
have anything to comment here early.
It's
Boots.
always boots and pots.
Everyone
Boots and
loves
pots,
boots.
Boots and pots, boots and pots, except for supports.
Yeah, except on supports. It's really kind of sad that it is this now. It's how this works now. You know, we
Yeah.
used to see varied builds in the beginning. People used to have to kind of think about, do I want to be aggressive in lane? Do I want to be
Yep.
passive? Do I want to do this? Do I want to do that? But move speed has become everything.
Yep.
And that is also in addition to why Janna has become one of the most popular supports in the game.
That
Her
move speed
passive tailwind move speed, I
really
think it's
helps.
3%, correct?
3%, yep.
Is absolutely crucial. That, coupled with some of the talents that are in the mastery trees, you can get really, really fast. That's great for engaging. That's great for disengaging. That's great for harassing. That's great for absolutely everything there is in the game. Tab's actually securing that blue wraith. Reggie, we saw him in the last game trying to steal that away from the enemy jungler, but Tabs was there to keep tabs on it and collect it for himself.
Very nice.
Yeah, that
I
happened.
like where your head's at. But we do have both junglers having a very similar start, starting at blue. But they have King Derp going to be invading on the odd one. He knows he's coming in, though. He does that. He's going to throw that out. He's going to do a little bit of damage. Karthus is going to run over, try to help him out. King Derp doing as much as he can, trying to counter jungle him, trying to get all these little mini wraiths. Game has actually been
someone DC.
paused. Someone has apparently gone missing in this game, and we're going to have to actually pause.
Yep.
We're going to find out what's happened very soon, and we can let you guys know. In the meantime, we can answer some questions if you guys have a chat.
Pause button is only on Tournament Realm,
Yep.
by the way, which is where we are.
Pause on Tournament Realm for issues like this. Lots of times the client will drop or do something like that. So a pause button, pause function was needed, and they added it in.
Oh, here we go. We're getting back in.
We're good to go.
I don't know why quite. It was no one DC'd, it looked like,
No
so
one
I think
DC'd,
everything
it's
was
all
okay.
good. We still got this counter jungling going on. Big Race still being fought over.
It's so important right now.
Lock top.
It's like the VIP of Wraiths. Who's going to get it? Kerp is trying to pressure Odd One out away from him. In the meantime, Karthus and Lulu are fighting each other. Who's going to get it? Kerp secures the blue Wraith kill right under Odd One's nose.
Exactly.
Fantastic play by Kerp right there. Trying to make this jungle the most exciting. That was the most exciting jungle I've ever seen.
It was. Really?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, but that was actually a pretty interesting standout. Both junglers just buying time. What's gonna happen? They don't know what's gonna happen, and then just finally take that Wraithsman in. Odd One just couldn't hit that last hit. Unfortunate for him. But Prince, gosh, taking a lot of damage from Dyrus. Dyrus has tons of creeps pushing in top here. He's really just owning up that lane and forcing him in. Go down here a little bit bottom. They are being pushed in as well. This is the Soraka Graves lane. This is going to sit there. They're going to spam. They're going to push you in. And the Janna Ash lane is a little bit more offensive. But
oh wait, here comes Kerp coming in. The Blade Surge and Equilibrium Strike does go down on Dyrus. He turns around to get a nice ignite onto Anguish, but I think he will live through that. A nice undertow will pick up the kill on Dyrus. Very, very nice gank from Kerp. He did blow both of his summoner spells right there to secure that kill.
Tabs
It's quite
going down,
alright.
possibly middle here. Odd One in hot pursuit, as my friend Pluto would say.
I'm not quite sure what happened. How did that gank go down? We'll go back and watch it just real quick. It was just a normal Maokai gank coming in for the Twisted Advance, looked like. But Tabs took a nice escape route here, it looks like. Here comes Odd One out real quickly. In the meantime, Dyrus goes down up top. As you can see, the ping goes down. Here comes Twisted Advance, the Arcane Smash knockout, and the Exhaust on Tabs, blowing a lot to not pick up that kill.
Away.
Barely getting away with about 20 health. That was really great by Tabs to escape that gank. I don't believe I missed anything correct.
No, you did not.
Wonderful, wonderful. Go back
I was
to the
watching.
farming. You were watching me.
I was watching for it. Don't worry, bro.
But they did burn. Let's see where they burn. Karthus, both summoner spells. Odd One didn't burn Flash there, so he still hold on to that, saving it for a rainy day, of course. And we'll see that. But Tabs burning Flash and Ignite, very, very important to note right there. Tabs using his abilities so well right now. How that works is he's using picks on enemy champions. Okay, he's using the help picks. It puts his little pixie fairy thing on the creep that he cast it on, and that gives his glitter lance a super long range.
Yep.
Because one of the glitter lances comes from his own self, the other glitter lance comes from wherever Pix is.
Yep, and you can actually target the enemy champion just off of that too. Sometimes you have to actually target it so it's actually where Pix is, and then shoot through the enemy AP champion, so you can harass the enemy champion as long as you put Hell Pix on them, and you can potentially harass things farther away at the same time.
Yeah, just really, really smart play. You can tell he's played a little bit of Lulu.
A little bit.
Maybe
a wee bit. For guys having lag, a lot of times you can just refresh the client, or rather the screen, pop out the videos, and you can. It's really just like the first 5 maybe 10 minutes max. It lags when we start up a game. It will fix itself eventually, so don't worry about that.
Ooh.
And just try changing settings, try popping it out, all that kind of stuff, and it should help with the lag.
We may see a 2-on-2 fight up here up top. My minimap skills are failing me right now. There's the engaged Blade Surge onto Dyrus. Oddone comes right out of the jungle with the Twisted Advance, putting a lot of damage on Angush. He's going to escape to underneath his own tower. Kerp is coming in from behind, trying to flank the two members of TSM right there. No kills being traded. Everyone going to be fine. Angush, but no, here's a tower dive from Oddone. The intervention is going to save her life. It's going to save Oddone's life, rather. I'm sorry. It's just a big intervention right there, and I just couldn't quite see what it is. But teammates, you can only cast it on teammates. Good to know. Good to know. So Dyrus with a fantastic intervention, protecting Oddone from a lot of tower damage right there with that tower dive. Kale just a great person to tower dive with, you know. She has a great heal. She has a great ultimate just for such an occasion. And they broke that out, and they had a party right on top of Aurelia, and Aurelia went down. Great play by Dyrus and Oddone. Great synergy. Great gank. Great, great, great. All of that is great. Karthus, 20 CS right now to Lulu's 45. So Lulu, obviously, as we said, using the Glitter Lance to zone out Reggie really, really hard from this mid lane.
Yeah, he's doing a great job. Even with his escapes, he's been really controlling middle fantastically. We actually saw a great play with him. Was it yesterday or this morning, where he played Lulu and he like did the most like crazy. I believe it was yesterday. Crazy route through like down over the side, through bottom, running into teammates and like escaping, just like really clutch getaways on Lulu.
The wall of paint comes down onto Tabs. Lay Waste doing a good bit of damage. Tabs on Lulu though, she has a really good move speed buff, like 35% move speed and some AP just as the icing on the cake.
Yep. Really,
really great. Kind of underestimated if you ask me.
I'm a big fan of Lulu. I like her a lot. I even like playing her as a support sometimes too.
Oddone's trying to contest this this blue buff of Kerp. Chaos and Xpecial are there to back him up. Reggie is gonna get into the fray as well here. See if the Twisted Advance is gonna come down on anyone. Is a 4-on-4 engager here. The wall of paint keeping Tabs at bay. Metalex taking a ton of damage from the Lay Waste, but Reggie actually is the one to go down. Kerp trying to get away. A nice dodge on the collateral damage. It's going to save his life. He's down to 10 health from the Requiem. He has blown Ghost. I think he'll get away unless a minion has something to say about it, but they're too busy fighting their own kind that Kerp is just going to walk right through that lane and be able to get away. That dodge on collateral damage was incredible. Like he just sidestepped it. Just a barely grazed him. So great.
Honestly, the hardest skill shots to hit are the ones closest to you. Because collateral damage explodes and then has the AoE, but the initial projectile is very small, so it's a lot easier to dodge it up close than it is from far away. And I look at him just beasting that red buff.
Yeah.
I don't even care.
He definitely does not care at all. He doesn't give it. He doesn't give a damn.
He does not give any damns.
In the meantime, Reggie kind of using this time to try to farm back up to eliminate the CS difference there. 32 CS on him, 58 still on Lulu. Went back, picked up Akage's lucky pick, and 2 Doran's rings. As far as gold as a mass is concerned, 2,400 on Lulu, 1,700 on Karthus. So that farm doing a whole lot of work for Lulu.
We're actually
right
seeing the top lane and the mid lane being out CS. Dyrus is out CSing the Aurelia quite hard, and Reggie's being out CS quite hard by Lulu middle. So by Tabs. So it's interesting to see on which solo lane is going to carry more.
I mean, who can? You know, Aurelia snowballs really hard.
Well, I believe their comp is centered around Aurelia getting farmed and blowing and making her, giving the Janna shield and giving her the Lulu shield. But again, Olaf is also doing quite well at the moment. So they could just switch it up and just be like, hey, we got Aurelia and we have Olaf. Let's just make Olaf our go-to,
Yeah, and I love how Aurelia is also using her Blade Surge to kind of last hit, because she did steal a blue buff straight from TSM. No one really noticed it. She's using the Blade Surge to last hit, and then also if she really feels like it, it refreshes the cooldown, and she's able to jump onto Dyrus, if she sees fit. If she sees an opportunity to do that, she will do that. But right now, she hasn't seen such an opportunity, so she's still just farming away, getting her CS on. She has 45 CS now to Dyrus' 61, so falling a little bit behind there, the advantage of CS, of course, as far as AP mid is concerned, not Ango Shock. Tabs
Ooh, we got a little
has the
going
advantage.
on here top. Actually, never mind. They are backing up. They're just doing a little trading back and forth. Metalix taking a little bit of damage, and Chaos might walk up for the burst here. He can see it, and there's a cloud of damage going
Another
out.
miss.
He actually missed it just slightly, but blowing the heal and the Janna shield, totally safe. He baited that nicely.
Oh, and here's Tabs. I don't think they know about this Tabs whatsoever. They're staying around a little bit too long. And Chana Crystal Arrow lands onto Chaos. The slow from Lulu will hit as well. Chaos trying to take Ash down with it, but the Wild Growth will save her from the burst and Requiem.
Okay. Look at that giant Queen
Oh
Ash.
man, that was very, very unfortunate for KX right there.
That was a nice play by Teamless.
You know, I think if he had hit the collateral damage before, it would have probably gone through the eye of the storm, gotten her low enough to potentially die there. You know, it's all about that missed collateral damage that we saw just a few seconds ago. Everything compounds upon itself. You know, a little damage here, a little damage there adds up. If you miss that, then you know you could be really disappointed whenever it comes to crunch time. You know, have a little support on support action down here. Starcall doing a lot of work on this Janna. She's got her magic resist reduced by a heck of a lot. She's down to 12 MR right now. Special bringing the pain, bringing the banana pain and the star pain. Just really showing her how it's done.
Is mean, man. You can walk up and be super aggressive.
Oh, but Kerp is hiding in this brush up here. I don't know if Dyrus quite knows. The Blade Surge comes in, refreshes the cooldown. Was he able to pick up the last hit? He did, and the Equilibrium Strike will slow Dyrus. He blows his intervention just before he gets inside tower range. Will they continue on to this? It looks like they will. Anguish gets ignited. It could go down to the Righteous Fury. He flashes, and I don't know if he'll go down to that, but Dyrus pays for it as well. Great play by Kerp and Anguish. Both together. Just showing the strength of Aurelia and Olaf.
Here. Hawkshot is going out, the heal going out, so there's actually not going to be anything gained or played. But we do have a sneaky Tabs right there, but little does he know that they have a Warden Up Rush now, and they are not going to be bested by that trick again.
You know, it's funny because I interviewed Oddone just before this game, and he said the keys to winning for them is to not let Dyrus feed.
I think that's every team, because like Boy was the glue for old Dignitas, and top lane really is I think the glue in the team.
Oh yeah, it's all important. Those are the characters usually that snowball the hardest.
Yeah,
you know, so you need them to
really
win.
Like you need them to be tanky, or you need them to be doing tons of damage. They really fulfill like the most important role in the team, I believe.
Right now, 3 kills up for Teamless. They're up about 2K gold as well. You know. Do you think this is perhaps just a case of TSM underestimating their opponent?
You know, we talked about it, and that sometimes can happen. People can underestimate teams, and people can not necessarily throw games, but will come into the game not with the right mindset, and it can make you, you know, mistakes add up one after one after one, and then next thing you know, you've lost the game.
Yeah, I feel like they may be taking them too lightly, but the Enchanted Crystal Arrow does barely graze Graves, and he's going to be okay right there. The Astral Blessing will keep him back up to just about full health. But almost the entire team of Teamless's bot. Of course, Anguish is still up top, but I think they may be looking for a dragon here, you'd think, or at least this bottom turret. Or both. Why not do both?
Ooh, Dyrus getting a lot of damage pushed on him to top. He's actually dodging 3 of those blades coming out. I believe it's called Zenith Blade, right?
Transcendent Blade.
Transcendent Blade.
Leona has Zenith
that's
Blade.
That's right. I'm getting my blades mixed up there. But this is going to be a free dragon for Teamless, it seems. They're not really in position. They have 3 bottom, but Karthus is going for the gank top at the moment. So this is probably going to be a free dragon for Teamless. They're just going to pick that up uncontested. That's some gold in my bank. Put that in my back pocket, and we're walking away sitting pretty.
Donate it straight to your Swiss bank account.
Exactly.
Keep it there. Get some nice interest on it. Americans can't find it. It'll be perfect. Well, they are Swiss.
They are.
I think.
Some.
From EU, at least.
Well, you've just messed up again.
Well, see you guys later.
Well, I'm out.
You know, you mentioned the Transcendent Blades. You mentioned Dyrus' ability to dodge those, and that is very, very important. Transcendent Blades, it heals Aurelia, of course.
It does.
But it actually heals more if she hits a champion rather than a minion. That was changed kind of recently. Before, she got the full healing regardless of who it hit, but now it gets more if she hits a champion. So a lot of times when Aurelia activates her Transcendent Blades, just walk away from the creeps. Walk away from them, because then she has the option of, do I want to hit all these creeps and push this lane and stuff like that, or do I want to get the bonus healing I would get from hitting the champion that's standing away from the creeps? You have to make them make that decision. You have to put that in their mind. You have to say, what do you want to do? What are you going to do? what's going to go on here? Blade surging in onto Dyrus, getting an equilibrium strike off, just saying hey, just a pat on the back saying, hey, how are ya? What's going on?
How are ya?
How are ya? How's your mother? Say hello to your mother for me.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Right? Wonderful.
I got a terrible accent.
I know, it's bad. The Blade Surge Equilibrium Strike, and she does get a stun off, followed up with an undertow, but a nice flash by Dyrus will allow him to dodge that, and he will be okay. He's still decent. He still has the intervention. He did burn his flash there, but Kale's going to be okay. She is going to go back right now. Odd One going to use this opportunity. Oh, she isn't going to go back. She's going to stay because Odd One is actually coming up for a gank as well, it looks like. And I don't think Anguish and Kerp are any the wiser. Dyrus wants to bait this tower dive so hard. Odd One's trying to look like a tree right there, blending in with the scenery. And I think it's working. It's quite effective. But Kerp and Anguish decide not to tower dive that. They had a feeling that's something was afoot in the woods. Ooh. And they decided not to.
You're getting witty as the day goes on.
I know. I'm also tired. I don't know how that works out. Again, Maokai going to blend in with the scenery up here. He is waiting. He has his flash up, his ultimate. He wants his tower dive to happen. I don't know if they know that Lulu is there. I believe they saw him with this ward over here. So they know that there's 3 up top to there too. But Karthus and Soraka is actually up there, kind of hoofing it on up there all the way from bot lane.
Clickety-clop, right?
Clippity-clop with those hooves. Throwing out presents, giving out a nice gift to the enemy team. Odd One with that Christmas tree Maokai skin. I love that skin.
It's a great skin, but Chaos, super aggressive 2 versus 1. I'm not sure what he's trying to accomplish here. And that's Requiem going out. I'm not exactly sure what that play was or why he's being so aggressive.
Odd One engaging with a twisted advance onto Tabs, but Tabs knocking him up with the wild growth. Odd One being slowed by the glitter lance. The blade surge onto him. The intervention will protect him from a lot of this damage. Will he still go down from the undertow and ignite? He made just the glitter lance such long range, almost taking him down. Very, very good disengage by Teamless right there. I thought for sure it was going to be TSM was going to be able to clean that up, but nope. Nope. Didn't happen.
Nope.
I think I should take this opportunity potentially to go back and watch the Graves kill. Maybe not. I mean, maybe it's too far.
It's a little bit far, and I'll just commentate it for you. He face checks with the body, or initiates with the body.
Did he miss another collateral damage?
No, he hit it. And he ignited, and he tried to get it with the Karthus ulti, but I think maybe they didn't expect
people are saying let's go back. We'll go back.
No, it's not even that good.
It's not even that good. I'm going back. The fans want it. We're doing it. Kiak's farming it up here. He does have the red buff, so he donated that to Ash right there. The Zephyr from the slow, the knockup. He does get exhausted right there. He knows he's not getting away, so he tries to go in for the kill. Monsoon and heal being blown, actually, as well from Ash. So those summoner spells, OP. Let's go back to live.
Yep. I think he just got caught, and I was just like, you know what? Screw it. I'm going in. Let's see what we can do.
I don't think I missed anything.
Nope.
I think we're okay.
Didn't miss anything.
So 5 kills right now to 1 in the favor of Teamless.
Yep, and they are up roughly 4,000 gold right now, which is pretty good for them. Good for Teamless.
People are. I love how fans are such fair weather fans. You know, people are like, "Oh, Chaos is the best." Oh, he got killed. F that guy. He's stupid.
Well, I remember the last game. It was like he failed to the Kale failed to flash over the top, and then he did the clutch ulti on Soraka to save him from arrow. It's like, you suck, you suck, you suck. You're amazing.
You're the best. We love you. That's exactly how it works, pretty much. I'm behind again. Look, I got up. Oh, I'm not. What the heck? Come on, live button. All right, we're good. We're good. We're completely live. This is the first game. People are asking. This is the first game of Teamless versus TSM. Oh, Kerp coming from behind. The Enchanter Crystal Arrow being flashed away by Reginald. He turns around for a second, and he may pay for it. The volley does come out, taking him down. Tabs taking a lot of tower hits. The Requiem may make him fall. The shield does protect him. His own shield. Didn't even need the Eye of the Storm. Janna's shield. Chaos decides to come in. Kale coming in from the top lane. Wow, Janna goes down. Lulu goes down. Kale and Graves just cleaning up that fight right there.
Putting on some hurt with that collateral damage.
Yep. Actually hit it at that time. It's funny because the first yesterday, his collateral damage, he couldn't miss it.
It was god tier collateral damage.
Yeah, they had like
Ash is going to take a lot of damage. He's going to get dove, and Chaos is actually going to pick up that kill. Olaf has to run for his life as he would get ignited a little bit. So they're actually going to have to turn around because they say, you know what, that's diving a little bit too deep. They're going to check if that blue is up. They're going to check, and it is. So this is a great pickup for them to get a kill. They get a blue, and that's just a bonus for TSM right there. They're actually turning this game around quite nicely.
There we go. We are live. I think we're live. Yes. Okay. Not 1 second behind anymore. Apparently that's a little bug right now. So TSM is going to pick up the second dragon of this game. Teamless did get the first one about 6 or so minutes ago, of course. Kerp and Reggie having a little one-on-one fight right here. A nice blade surge over the wall puts Aurelia right next to Reggie, but then she sees, oh wait, this is a situation I do not want to be in. Almost stole it, but Reggie does pick it up with a nice defile and lay waste. Blue buff Karthus, too good. Too good. I almost thought that the blade surge onto blue buff was going to be the save that Kerp needed. A great targeting right there, but it was a little bit too late to get the kill on Reggie, or at least save her friend, rather.
We do have a little bit of passive, not much going on here. Just farming some stuff up. This is the lull point of the game. And not like a LOL, but the lull. The
L-U-L-L.
Nothing really going on.
Lull.
Just kind of sitting around, farming up some stuff, and games are always going to get to this point. You're always going to get people where it's going to back up, take a breath, and you know what? Let's regroup. We got to get some farm going on. I need some farm for my Infinity Edge or something like that. I need my farm for whatever item you need, and you're just going to sit lanes. You're not going to do much because all the global objectives are down, and they're just really trying to get back into that farming state.
Yeah, they have a little bit of ground to make up. It's only a 1,000 gold difference, only a 1 kill difference as well. 22 minutes in here. TSM has taken down 2 turrets to Teamless's 1 turret. 1-to-1 on dragons here, so just a very, very close game overall. Aurelia has amassed 142 CS to Kale's 140. Sapling being thrown in that brush, spotting tabs. It's a 2-on-3 situation up here. The Enchanted Crystal Arrow is coming from across the back from downtown. Oh. Does not hit either Kale or Maokai. That was a very, very long-range arrow.
Yep. Those are the most satisfying arrows to land, too. Like, across the map, and you just sit there, you watch, you're like, yes.
That would have been really, really incredible. Both teams kind of up top here. Sapling is going to spot and chase down that Janna. She does have an Oracle's out. I don't know. Let's take a look. Is anyone? Oh yeah. Okay. So Special has picked up an Oracle. So both supports have Oracles right now. So they're now fairly high priority targets, I would say. As if Soraka wasn't really already one. She's super strong and good in team fight. Janna also provides the same
really
utility
good
as well.
Fighting support. Chaos sitting in the brush. Metalex not knowing he's there, but we do have Janna coming in behind him. KX is going to initiate on him, blowing everything right there, trying to do as much damage as possible before Janna gets there. She's going to exhaust him, but we do have the Requiem going out. There's the Janna ultimate. It's not going to be enough. Janna actually might go down to KX2. He's getting a lot of auto attacks in. He's going to be able to finish off, and that's an Oracles. That's 2 for 1. KX initiating
2 for none.
with the body.
Yeah, that was absolutely fantastic right there. Special taking a lot of damage from the Reckless Swing's true damage. Anguish gets exhausted. Are they going to be able to follow up on this? A nice Dyrus Q will take down Anguish as he's trying to retreat. And Graves is probably just going to keep pushing bottom. I don't know if is this a Baron time, you think? Or is it a little too risky?
Yes, they're down. They might be able to do it if Karthus goes down, but Karthus is about half HP. He's got help picks on him. He doesn't have blue buff. Blue buff is really important for that because the CDR, it's not just the mana, it's the CDR that really makes it really easy for Karthus and Cassiopeia, those champions who just dish out a lot of DPS to just melt Baron very quickly. So I believe they're going to wait for a blue, or if they had a blue at that point in time, that they would go and take Baron. But 24 minutes, it's still kind of risky. They don't have that big of a lead. If you look at the gold, it's only about a 3,500 gold difference. That's really not too much. As we saw with the CRS versus Teamless games, that Baron can really throw games for you if you try to rush it too quickly.
Mm-hmm. You have to find that sweet spot, that sweet opportunity to take Baron. You also have to do a fantastic job of clearing wards. Let's see if did Janna pick up another Oracles? She did, actually. So that is an 800 gold investment so far for Lord 9. He does have a Philo Stone and a Heart of Gold. Especially holding on to that one same ward, 0, 0, and 5, Heart of Gold, Philo Stone, Ionian Boots of Lucidity. He has the makings of an Aegis. It looks like he is going to be investing in. But just buying Oracles and losing it just puts you so far behind as a support.
It does.
It's really
devastating.
Unfortunate.
You can only get so many because supports do need items too, and again, you don't even get items. But it seems like King Derp's taking a lot of damage here. He might... No, he's just going to get away. He's going to run away because it's totally fine. Not enough burst. They don't want to dive that tower as they're not totally grouped up yet.
And this may be TSM gunning for a Baron. I think they might try to do a Baron fight right here. Not being spotted by any wards from Teamless. Teamless does have this ward in their own brush. Oh, there's the hawk shot, though, acting as a nice kind of CV, really. RoG throws down the wall of pain, trying to be the aggressor there with the with it, but he doesn't quite catch anyone in his little spider web, so no engage right there. They're going to start this Baron. RoG on Karthus. Lay Waste does so much damage to single targets, so their Baron attempt is going to be really, really quickly. Already at about a quarter health. What's going to happen here? Who's going to get the smite? The Enchanted Crystal Arrow comes down. TSM able to pick that up with a nice smite from Odd1, and they're going to just be able to walk out of this fight with Baron. They have their heads held high, and they're looking really, really great right now. 8-6. They have about 3k gold advantage. They're up 3 towers rather, and RoG's securing his own blue buff. I feel they're just going to buy.
Baron.
They're going to go back, buy, and really put the hurt on.
They're just going to push that stuff in. We're seeing the ping out for blue here. They might want to take it. I'm not sure if TSM wants to contest that or not. I think they're just going to go back and buy. They're not going to do it too quickly. So they just got up Baron. No need to do anything too rash.
So RoG has...
Oh, really actually accidentally picking up that blue from Lulu. That is going to hurt her mid-game here.
Most definitely. That's definitely where we are, about the 26-minute mark. Dragon now, definitely, it's always a key objective, of course. But right now, both teams don't want to lose out on that, especially Teamless. Teamless can't really afford to give up a Dragon for free here, but it looks like they have no choice. Lulu had just backed, wasn't really in the vicinity, and Ashe is getting her own red buff. So that is going to be 2-1, I believe, on Dragons, is how it is, because it was 14, 21, and now at 27. So we'll wait on that fourth Dragon, see who's able to pick that up. Increases the TSM gold lead to about 5,000. They have Baron right now, and they haven't really... Baron lasts, I believe, 3 or so minutes. So they haven't really put the hurt on with Baron yet, but I know that is going to be their next objective. As you see, they are all streamlining down the mid lane. Aurelia taking down the top tier 1 turret, but she needs to go back right now, and that's exactly what she's doing along with Ashe. TSM's gonna siege this turret real hard. And I don't know if and they can tower dive. You know, they have the kill ult. That's pretty much the most important thing. RoG can flash in, start doing all the deeps that he likes to do. Kill ult on top of him, real scary. Or even Chaos, anyone really.
Yep. Such
a great ultimate right there. Odd1 decides to arcane, or twisted advance and arcane smash onto to Janna. Chaos follows up and barely, Janna does go down to a red buff, the tick of true damage right there. I think she tried to use her Monsoon to save just herself, but it did not save her enough. She did go down to the red buff.
You know, it was a nice play by Dowers, popping that intervention on Odd1 so he wouldn't take enough damage. He was barely about to die, and then the intervention went out, and he just ran right out, right in the back, and that made them able to keep that Odd1 on the team so they could still go in and push here.
Right, looks like they're definitely going to take down this turret.
Ashe could be in trouble here. Never mind, blowing that heal to barely survive.
Barely. Oh, yeah, so they just did as much work as they needed to do with that Baron.
Yep.
That downed inhibitor is going to increase, it's going to get super creeps, and it's also going to increase the stats of other minions.
All lanes are going to be pushing.
All minions are pushing now, which is very dangerous. That's something that I don't think a lot of people realize about inhibitor. It's not just super minions.
It's not just
one lane. It increases the stats of every lane.
3 lanes.
Yeah.
All three lanes are going to start pushing. That's why you might notice it's like, oh, man, why they only took 1 inhibitor? Why are we being pushed in so hard? It's because... for that reason right there.
Yes, indeed. And that is a dead Janna. She got burst
Hold
so
up. Janna just
hard.
got creamed. Let me stop talking for a second.
Janna went down so quickly. I don't even think she needed to walk that wall of pain, because I don't think she did. The magic resist debuff didn't even matter. They took her down so quickly. And this looks like another tower and more than likely another inhibitor here for TSM. Janna isn't up for another 15 seconds. The rest of Teamless is going to try to defend this. Wall of Pain comes down onto Kerp. Will he go down? The Enchanted Crystal Arrow comes out, landing squarely in Special's face, but I don't think they can follow up. The DFG doing a lot of damage to RoG, taking him down very low. The Soraka heal will bandage his wounds just a tiny bit, but they did take down the inhibitor. That's 2 inhibitors down. That's 2 waves of 2 lanes of super minions, and the minions in the lane themselves, every lane, are going to be stronger as well. Very scary right now for Teamless. Dyer's getting slowed by the Glitter Lance, but I don't think they have quite the follow-up. The Sorelia's was popped to maybe catch someone. They don't have an Enchanted Crystal Arrow anymore. Odd1 pops a counter Sorelia's to get his teammates back to freedom. And I think they're going to be okay. Wall of Pain
That
covering
wall
the entire
just
lane.
covering the lane.
Yeah.
Where do you want to go? Where do you want to go?
Yep. You want to walk through this bad boy? I didn't think so.
No.
I didn't think so at all.
It's not called a wall of butters and happy
Wall
time.
of happy and rainbow.
No, it's
rainbow
the wall
wall
of pain.
and
It's
unicorns.
gonna hurt.
Yeah. You don't want to walk through that. It's very, very scary. Now, look at this. TSM, 3 members down bot, pushing in that downed inhibitor lane. Chaotic special. No man's land up here. Aurelia's going to flank him, come around the side. What just happened? Oh my God.
Oh, you have indeed crashed.
I don't know what just
I
happened.
guess this, Chaos is getting caught by Lulu. Lulu almost going down. Lulu getting chunked by the collateral damage. Actually picking that up. That was actually a fantastic play.
Sorry.
I'm sorry for that. We can hopefully rewind to it.
Hopefully.
That was
The game's
pretty good, but they are being pushed into the bottom here. While that happened top, the client just kind of crashed for no
crashed on
reason,
me.
and that's
Why
kind of
can't
out
we
of our
pause
hands.
it?
Prince God's taking a lot of damage here. He's most likely going to go down. To Reginald, that waste is doing too much damage, combined with Dyrus' Reckoning. All the arrow is going to go out on Odd One. He's going to Twisted Advance to King Derp, trying to do as much damage to Dyrus as he possibly can, trying to stop everything, doing as much as he possibly can, but he's going to get kited. He's going to get kited, but he's still going to go down to that axe. He's going to drop him down. So great play by King Derp there, and a last attempt to fight this off, but I believe this is going to go down. Lay waste, boom, boom, boom. What's up? Have a happy little tree box on top of your corpse.
This signifies your death.
Yeah.
Consider this your epitaph.
That's going to be game one.
Game one.
Game one.
I very much apologize. I don't know what happened. I think, apparently this side mouse button that I have never touched so far just closes my client.
Sweet.
Because of course it does. Because why wouldn't it? Of course I have a button on my mouse that closes the